Bro, let me tell you something. The moment you stop chasing what disrespects you, your life upgrades instantly. Most men destroy themselves because they're loyal to the wrong woman. A woman who drains them, a woman who uses them, a woman who can only love what they can take. But a man becomes dangerous the day he decides he'd rather lose someone than lose his self-respect. Trust me, brother. Loyalty means nothing if you're loyal to the wrong woman who can only benefit from your suffering. Love means nothing if it's costing you your peace. Don't prove your worth by staying. You prove it by leaving. You prove it by saying, I refuse to fight for someone who won't fight their own demons. You walk away. Watch how fast your mind clears. Watch how fast your purpose returns. Watch how fast your soul unclenches from all the tension you didn't even notice. Most people weren't attracted to you, bro. They were attached to the access, to the attention, to the energy, to the security, the version of you that you keep sacrificing, man. Remove that, you remove them. And that's the truth. Some women don't leave your life. They get revealed. Your silence exposes them. Your distance reveals them. And your standards filter them. A man doesn't lose anything when he walks away. He loses everything when he stays where he's not valued. Protect your peace. Protect your heart. Protect your future. Because no relationship is worth breaking the man you're becoming. Trust me.
Emasculation's important because women want men to be in provide mode. But when we criticize, which is a form of emasculation, a man will retract from provide into protect. And if it's a direct attack, like on your character, you're just like your fill in the blank, your father, now he's protecting himself. And that's what brings out the worst in men, when they're protecting themselves, because it overrides their compelling desire to protect others. They're the smallest version of themselves, and they're protecting themselves. And they could shut down, right? They could withdraw, or they could attack. And women cause men to attack, and then we think that's who men are. Women cause men to withdraw, and we think, oh, you ghosted me, right? We have all these accusations after we've caused it by doing something like ignoring, for example, walking by a man day after day as if he's not even worth acknowledging his existence. Women do that a lot.
I be tired of getting called intimidated because we don't be liking some of y'all. I ain't saying it's all women. I would never say that. What I will say is that I think a good amount of women hate when men lead with their accomplishments, lead with their material, lead with their position in life. And because we all learn success from the same model, some women do that too. Shorty, I don't give a about most of that you talking about. You're not likable. Them last 8 years in college is all the personality you got. It's all the you talking campus still, Shorty. You don't like I'm not trying to take away from what anyone has accomplished. It's just to say that like some people really lack self-awareness and think because they've accomplished so much on paper that translate to being a good person in everybody else's life, and it don't. It does not. Being accomplished does not make you likable. They don't even kind of equal each other.
I'm sorry, but when was someone gonna tell me that only 14 to 15% of men in the US are 6 foot and taller? Girls are out here putting 6 foot and taller as a requirement on their dating profiles. That's like, no wonder you're not gonna match with anybody. The average female in the US is 5'3".
And fat as fuck. You forgot to say that, huh? And obese. And overweight. You forgot to say that, right? It's a lot of them that are overweight. You forgot to say that? Say that. Say it.
So I feel like unless you're like 5'9" and taller, you should not set your thing to 6 foot.
I think it has something to do with mental health. I really think it do. Like you 39, you 40, you 45, and you worry about how tall a man is. Like you 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", and the man is 5'8", 5'7", and you want him to be 6'9", 7'7". I think some of you have some mental issues. Man, I know a lot of people hate this word "are," but I think that a lot of you are. I really do think so. Because ain't no way you're judging the man by how tall the man is when he has everything else on that list. But yet, y'all get pregnant by a man that's tall as shit, but he broke. Tell me this is a mental issue.
Go on your dating profile, go on your Cuffed or your Hinge or whatever you use and change it. I bet you'll meet a very nice man despite what his height is.
Question for the men that say they never want to get married, which I totally get your reasoning. You don't want to get divorced and give up half your that you've worked your whole life for. Check, got it. So my question is, for those men, do you live in a state that after 7 years of being in a relationship with someone, dating them, living together, you are married by law anyways? And then a two-part to that is, what about when you don't want to move into your girl's place? So you're like, hey, move into my place, right? So maybe she's renting her house out now and she has to move all of her stuff out, but you don't need it at your house because your house is already fully furnished. What is she supposed to do with her stuff? Because in your mind, if you get divorced, or I guess if you never get married, you guys break up, she would then have to then go rebuild, go rebuy all of the furniture. And as you know, it's always going to be more expensive to go rebuy the furniture you already had, that you had to go sell for pennies to the dollar. So what is your thought there? Do you get like a backup plan is if we break up, then you have to help fund my furniture purchases because I had to get rid of everything when I moved into your place? Like, what is your guys' thought on this? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. Let's have a convo.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. That's right, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack.
A girl calls me on Facebook. You was with Corey last night? So I'm with Corey all the time. She said, I'm specifically asking about last night. I tell her, yeah. She said, well, come get him out my bed.
Oh, Father God.
And I said, well, you're going to have to show me. I sent her my phone number. She FaceTimed me, turned the camera around. He laying in the bed, sleep. She told on him because we had been on a date and she was at home babysitting his child while we were on a date.
A whole bunch of mess.
If you hurt your partner, you lose the ability to control the consequences. You never have a criminal that's convicted and tells the judge the restitution that he's willing to make. Your partner has to determine what that restitution is and what that restitution looks like. I think it is wise and humble to be able to say to your partner, listen, I hurt you. I did it. I was wrong. Please forgive me and let me know the restitution that's needed to repair us. What does restitution look like for you?
No one talks about how stressful it is being with a good man. I walk in the house angry, ready for a fight. He's like, it's fine, babe. It's good. Let's go to dinner. Let me cuddle you a little bit. What is that? What is that? Where am I supposed to put all this angry energy? I had to take up boxing. I don't even like boxing. Why? Why would you do this to me? Why are you so chill? Why are you so calm when I'm trying to make everything go wrong? Why are you so loving? Oh my gosh. Also, he's stable. What do you mean you want to get married and have kids? What is this? Why are you so perfect? Why are you so nice?
Kings, send that girl $1,500 to her Cash App right now.
Why?
No more 50-50. We ain't playing that roommate.
Gotta start treating these women like the goddesses that they are. Nigga, are you dumb? Do you know how honored we should be just to be in their presence? Bruh. Always remember, she is the prize.
Oh, no.
You are here to serve her. So stay focused. Cut. Yo, we about to do numbers. Them hoes gonna love this. You know, all you gotta do is tell them hoes whatever they want to hear about it.
Bro, we're still recording.
You know, Miss Armstrong, Allison Armstrong, was talking about how modern women, they cause men to attack with the things that they say. And I think she described a few different levels or phases of a man. And one of them is, you know, withdrawal. A man might withdraw. Like if you're talking to a man and you talk to him, you treat him a certain way, he's going to withdraw. But then you might go a little bit further, then he's going to attack. And that's exactly what is happening. A lot of men have withdrawn from whatever is going on. They've said their piece and they're, okay, you're not listening, I'm going to go do my thing. Modern women have started to infiltrate a man's space. When a man says, okay, now you're in my area, now you're in my zone. Modern women are literally walking up to men, well, in some instances, yes, but let me say this figuratively. They're walking up to a man's property, his gate, opening the gate, walking in, walking straight into his house. And a man is like, what are you doing here? That's what modern women are doing. And so naturally, when you try to bulldoze and tell him what he's going to do and how he's going to feel, the man is going to be on the offensive. I'm going to go on the attack. And you're going to wonder why a man is being so incredibly aggressive. Well, that fence out there that you should have said, hey, you know, I'm here. You mind if I come in? That fence out there was when he was on the defensive. And if he would have let you pass those defenses, he wouldn't have been on the attack. He wouldn't have been so aggressive. But because you showed no respect for his defense, now he's got to show you, hey, this is why you should have stayed outside on that front lawn. That's why you should have stayed outside the fence by that street out there. You don't walk up on me like that. Modern women think they can. And I mean that I don't want to mean that in a physical sense. I want to mean that in a figurative sense.
Women are part of the reason why we're dealing with the issues that we're dealing with men right now, because there's a lot of women that are going for anything. And I mean that. From hearing friends who are men talk about what they are actually handling at the moment. Why are y'all allowing for them to do all of this? Why are you okay with this? And why do you believe the words coming out of their mouth? Because for the women who are actually standing on something with some kind of boundary, who are not going for anything, it looks like we then become the person with the attitude, the person who's doing too much, the person who's asking for too much, all because there is an alternative of someone who is asking for nothing. And I think we need to have some conversations about that. Because why are you doing that when you don't have to?
Always remember, men deserve nothing and women don't owe men anything. I could never get married because I can't imagine having a bad day and then having to go home to a man.
When women say, I hate all men, I don't ever correct her.
I don't know what it is about men, but I don't like them. I really don't like them.
When y'all be in my comments saying, you don't like men, no, I don't. And if you find yourself liking a man, you need to fill in that space. Go back to school or start a business.
I am a perspective person and I put my feet in other people's shoes. I understand where they're coming from. Have I felt like that at a point in my life? Yes. They're not just saying that for decoration.
I don't think a lot of people know this word exists. Misandry is hatred of, contempt for, or prejudice against men or boys.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Did you say that my daughter is rude?
Yeah, I did. She gave me the finger.
Well, I wouldn't have done that if he wasn't being slow.
Are you serious, Amelia? Well, listen, whether she gave you the finger or not, then maybe you should have gotten out of her way.
Yeah, I know. I'm old. I'm kind of slow.
So that means that you get to tell her she's rude?
Well, she's rude. She's rude.
But she's not rude. She's only 7.
Well, I thought she was being rude.
But were you in her way?
Probably.
So don't you think that maybe you don't own the store just because you're driving a cart? I think that you think all this is funny, and it's not funny, sir.
Well, I'm her elder, and she needs to show me a little respect.
Well, maybe you need to not think that you own the store because you're driving a cart.
First of all, that poor man deserves better. He deserves respect. And second of all, you wonder why girls grow up to be women that cannot take accountability? This is why. It's because mom is standing there taking away any ability to learn accountability. The mom is also probably why there's no dad standing there straightening out his daughter.
The men don't care about the big old lips.
Yes, they do.
And no, the women are doing that for themselves.
Yeah.
The men would rather a woman change her stinking attitude than put on all that makeup and hair and everything. That's what the men want. But the women will go out there like, oh, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. If you look at a man and the man said, yeah, he's fat. If he's feeling bad about himself, he'll go and hit the gym. What's a woman going to do? Get a BBL, get her lips done, put on her makeup, put on her hair, and stay the big old fat person that she is and say, oh, it's body positivity. Women need to change their attitude before they change their makeup.
Is there ever a scenario where women initiate conversation via text/call or meeting in person? And if not, why? So, great question, Mara. Early in the courtship, there is no initiation of that. He's got to make it happen. He's got to make it work. And the reason why we don't do that is because the way that you win in dating is based on detachment. You want to be as detached as possible because you're going to need 150 to 200 conversations to find your person. And if you're attached to each and every person that you talk to, and most women are, by the way, then dating is going to be very difficult and very, very challenging. So the reason why we're not going to be initiating is because there's something called the IKEA effect. And it is this. When they've found that most people that buy IKEA furniture hold on to it much longer than any other furniture. And the reason why they do that is because they've invested not just money, but also sweat in the fact that they have put in and actually invested in making it. So each and every time, let's transfer over to dating, that you are calling or texting, you're putting an investment into this potential courtship that is happening, and it's going to make it harder for you to step away when you need to. And most of the time, you're going to need to step away. Now, is there a time where that changes? Yes, there is a time within the courtship that I shared with my clients exactly when that thing flips. Okay? But y'all got to be a client for me to tell you when that is and why.
What's the problem with dating in 2025?
Cinderella took off one shoe and found love. You took off all your clothes and couldn't find love.
So, what's the coldest thing your ex has ever said to you?
You made it hard to leave, but not hard enough.
So, I have a question.
No, I said don't wonder. Do you think girls chase money? Well, I mean, if I had $1 for every time a girl found me unattractive, I would be attractive.
Explain your last relationship.
Okay, to me, she was 1 in 7 billion. To her, I was just 1 of 7 billion. There's a difference. Love is giving someone the power to destroy you and trusting they won't use it.
It is the man's job to set the tone in a relationship. Any relationship that consists of a man trying to match his woman's energy is not gonna last. Because it does not work like that. As the man, you are supposed to set the tone. You are supposed to be the head of the household. And as soon as you stoop down to act like you're the woman, the relationship is just not gonna work. You have to let the woman be the woman. If you want to be a woman, go get you a man. But if you think you want to be with a woman, You have to know what responsibility comes with that. That's being the man, setting the tone. Okay? Not walking around with an attitude. Everything is not 50-50. You have to be the man. Actually, that gives 50-50 when a man thinks that he's going to act like the woman. No, you might be looking for a man, and that's just what it is.
I am going to tell you something today that you probably need to hear, especially my ladies. Just because you did not get that text back, because you did not get a call back, because you ain't getting no quality time, it does not make you any less special. Why? Sometimes you gotta take a clue from these men. They selfish. A lot of them are selfish. And you gotta take a cue. You gotta be selfish with yourself. You are special. Whatever the they got going on with their time, it's special to them. But the reason why that situation often ain't reflecting back to you because you ain't special to yourself. You letting somebody not give you a call or a text back make you feel any less special about yourself? You crazy. Stop that today. Stop getting in your head. Stop doubting yourself. Stop it. You a bomb ass, fly ass. Always remember that. Be about yourself.
Bro, these are 3 valid reasons you can go out and actually cuff up a huzz for a little bit. Bro, the first reason is honestly they're fun. They're fun, they're honest, they're authentic, they're their unapologetic self. If they're public about their profession, their occupation, bro, they're honest with you, then bro, just keep it playing. Just know what you're signing up for, or learn it from what it is. Number 2, bro, practice your strokes. Get your shots up in the gym. And when you meet your wife, bro, she'll thank you. And lastly, reason number 3, bro, if it all fails, if it doesn't work out in the end, wash your hands and walk away.
Early in my marriage, don't beat me up, ladies. I'll tell you why. My wife said to me one night, Sean, I left some food on the stove. I need you to put it away before you go to bed. Bet. She goes to bed. I go to the kitchen. There are 4 pots on the stove. I take each pot. I neatly put it in the refrigerator. She came down the next day and said, why did you put the pots in the refrigerator? Because you communicated, put the food away. I did what you said. What did she mean? Put it in Tupperware, saran wrap, aluminum foil. Said none of that. I grew up in a home. We put everything in the refrigerator. Pots, pans, with grease in them, bowls, cups. Everything went in the refrigerator. I couldn't read her mind. Now some of y'all say, oh, that's weaponized confidence and you should have known. How should I have known? I was doing what I've always done. The point is, break it down. Specifically, with specificity, that word.
You know, as I listened to, I can't remember if his name is Anwar or something like that, but he was essentially talking to these ladies about why you shouldn't be initiating and dating. And one of the things that he said when he left off was, you have to be a client of mine in order for me to tell you something. Like it was supposed to be a secret. He was basically saying you should be initiating and dating until this thing in the relationship flips. And you have to be a client of mine, and I will let you know when it flips. But sign up for my course first. Give me $1,000 first. Right? Buy my book first. And I understand it. You're selling, you got to make money and all this other stuff. And I just thought about the economy that modern women have and how they're talking about, I'm a boss babe, I'm doing this, and this. A lot of these modern women, they're really getting rich off of stuff that's meaningless. Lashes, makeup, hair, a lot of that other stuff. And he's just adding to it. Just tell them they shouldn't have to pay $900. They're trying to figure out, they're paying for dating apps. They're paying for makeup and all this other stuff. Just tell them. I mean, you guys keep on talking about how dating is dangerous, but then you keep on withholding secrets on how they can be safe, how they can be sure in dating. Well, what do I look for in a man? Because they for sure don't know. That's why they keep on ending up in the same position. Well, what do I do? Well, pay me $900 and I'll tell you. Okay. Well, I mean, and I'm not saying that it's your fault. I'm just saying, instead of, and I want to be careful because I understand, you know, you have services and people see whatever service it is as valuable. They're going to pay for it. I understand it. You've accumulated knowledge. I get it. I really do. But I just feel like some of the stuff that a lot of these modern women is selling, it don't really create anything but a headache for people. It's not really stimulating anything. It's just another bait and switch scheme. Where you have Shira 7, you have that other Russell guy talking about whatever it was that he was talking about, and modern women are running around buying dresses. Now they don't have to, but buying a dress because I want this type of man. And you know, I've been in, you know, and I see in some couponing groups, these ladies are going crazy. They're going crazy. I want this over here. Oh, it's a sale over here. I'm dropping everything today and I'm going over here. Oh man, Walmart is having a sale. Oh man, Amazon is having a sale. They will drop everything, literally everything, and then have stuff that's, you look at their cards and you be like, that is meaningless. You don't even need that. It doesn't make any sense for you to have that, but they do. They do. How am I going to explain to my husband that I spent this much on this and that? He's looking at all the boxes that we have come to the house, and how am I going to explain to him we've got more coming in and da 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 da? I don't know. They buy, spend, and really, honestly and truly, there's no limit to what they spend. It's the same way. Whenever they see value in something, or whenever they think that they can get an answer on something, they spend. And then they're going the wrong direction. You guys know what y'all are talking about is bullcrap. But you know that these women will, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't hold modern women accountable. I'm just saying, for your part in it, you know how these women are. If you really want to help them out, just tell them, this is how you properly vet a man. This is how you properly engage with a man.
Some of you ladies can stop listening to that song, Where's My Husband, and start asking God, please save me. I repent. Please help me, fix me. Because y'all sure have a laundry list of items that you want in a man. Oh God, please send me a good husband. I want a protector and a provider and a man that gives provision. Then you have it right in front of you, and these same women are making videos. Now it's like a trend. These women who are in their wedding dress, about to walk down the aisle, making a video for attention and clout, whatever, thinking they're funny and cute, saying, oh, so-and-so, you have such and such time to come claim me before I walk down the aisle, as if that's funny, and then your little girlfriends are like clapping you on. The way some of you women need left at the altar. And then don't even get me started on the women who are on social media, literally making fun of their significant other, talking crap about them, making fun of them and belittling them, all for the sake of likes and attention. But let's be realistic. Half of you women nowadays don't even have a moral compass. You do not have a foundation of God. Y'all are not looking for a marriage. You are looking for a wedding. There's a big difference. The ring, the status, the venue, the pictures. You want the wedding vow aesthetics, not the wedding vow responsibilities. But remember, marriage is a covenant, and a covenant is something that you uphold. And a lot of y'all are not ready for that, and it shows.
This girl who's a client, she would bring in her boyfriend, wonderful man. Like, he wanted to lead. They're young. And I said, because she was stuck in this generational mindset, where she was like, I want more. And I was like, you have a really great man you can grow with, you know? And I told them, I think you're going to break up. And I think when you break up, you're going to appreciate him after you lose him. Because it'll take that. And guess what happened? Valentine's Day came around. She wanted more, because that's what she sees on social media. And then they broke up, and he finally got burnt out and said, I had enough. And what us women will do, though, is when it gets to that point with the guy where they're like, you know what? You're never satisfied with me. I'm never enough, because you're in a relationship where it's just all about you. Men can be the prize too. You know what I mean? And that's humbling.
Ooh, don't nobody want to hear that.
I'm gonna say it. Men can be the prize.
I mean, my man is the prize.
My man is the prize.
But I also know I'm the prize.
Yeah, both of us are the prize. And
you know what I mean?
Actively show each other that you're both the prize.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I let my husband know I appreciate you so much. The woman I am today and the way I speak and stuff is a lot of it has to do with you, and thank you for that, you know. And you have to say that, you have to, you know, humble yourself, and he humbles himself, you know. Men usually know, like, a lot of men are in America are not really doing this anymore, but a lot of men, you don't hear men saying like, oh, I'm independent without no woman. Like, they're not saying that.
No.
Like, they know that women can be the prize too, you know, and we should be showing that same care to each other. So all to say though,
No, it's just a mess.
It's okay.
You didn't burn? No, not really. It's warm.
Easiness. You okay?
The way that man just lifted his wife and baby out of the way, and then everything else afterwards might seem small, it might seem boring, but it showcases what a good man brings to a relationship. Because let's face it, I think it was the baby's fault. I think I saw the baby grab the coffee, but then the mom just froze and she wasn't doing anything. So then he, as the problem solver, jumped in. He absolutely set the emotional tone. He stayed very level. He didn't get upset, but he was worried about her burning herself. And he asked her like 3 different times if she was okay. Problem solver, doer, and protector, all wrapped up into one good man.
So basically it's a website that's called I've Got Standards Bro, and it's the female delusion calculator, and it says, what are the chances of finding a man of my dreams?
Oh my God, yes.
So you can
great.
set parameters based on like US Census Bureau data.
Uh-huh.
let's just say, what do you think an average American girl, let's use New York as an example, average American girl, probably college educated,
right,
probably earning, in New York City, probably earning 80 to 100 grand minimum.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Wants to date a guy above 6 foot.
Yep.
What else?
Yeah, I think on Hinge it was 60% of women had their height setting for 6 foot or above. You know, so it's like, there you go.
So all right.
So 6 foot. Let's say
mid-20s girl.
Yeah.
She's gonna want to date somebody who's probably also
a little bit older.
Okay,
so you're gonna want like early 30s.
So not even like let's be generous here, because we need to be.
Okay.
So let's say she's 24. She's just finished college. She's earning 70, 80 grand a year.
Good for her.
Maybe 60 grand. I don't know what the wage
I
is.
think I was making like 30 grand.
Oh, inflation.
At 24.
Yeah. Okay, okay. Well, let's say 26 to what? 35? 35?
Yep.
Can't be married. That's probably a non-negotiable.
That's probably a good indicator, yeah.
Race, white, black, Asian.
All of the above.
Okay.
Yeah.
A minimum height, 6 foot. Not obese.
Correct.
Because that's a check.
Correct. Yep.
A minimum income, 100K.
100K. Yeah.
100K.
That's pretty a safe bet.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Percentage of the population. You ready, folks?
0.63%. According to statistical data, the probability of a guy in the US male population aged 26 to 35 meeting your standards is 0.63%, and the delusion score is 4 out of 5 cat enthusiast.
4 out of 5 cat enthusiasts.
This guy did a video about what I was wearing in the gym. He edited my video to put clothes on me.
What?
Do you let your woman out like this?
This has got nothing to do with clothes. This has got to do with certain men hating women. If I came into the gym with my nipples out, yeah, no one's going to say a word.
People care so much about what women wear in the gym. Think that we dress like this for male attention. Even if there was no men on this whole entire planet, I'd still go to the gym like this.
It's a sports bra, sports shorts, designed for the gym.
No matter what I wear, people are always going to comment on.
Our fella's weak. Doing anything so he doesn't argue with his beard. It's that beard, like, she'll want to wear everything, and he just accepts it. Be harsh with that. Is there any need for her to be wearing that in the gym? What's the need in that? What is the need? If you believe that it's all for herself, then you've been brainwashed, like. Women wearing stuff like that in the gym shouldn't be allowed, like. You say it's all for themselves, but really it is for male attention. That's why these clothes are made like that, to make people lust. Shouldn't be allowed. If your girl does want to go to the gym and actually wears acceptable clothes, good on you, you found a good girl. But the thing is, if your girl goes there like the way she does, She wants to be everyone's stay woke in these streets like big brr.
One of the reasons that men in particular struggle is that I just want someone to see how hard it is sometimes. Like, this really, really sucks sometimes, or maybe even a lot of the time. Just see it, please. Just like pat me on the back and go, that's not easy. Dude, you crushed it for getting through that. And it's an odd kind of appreciation, awareness, recognition, like a gratitude from somebody else. Like they've sort of inserted it into us. They've hit us with a tranquilizer dart that's been filled with being seen. It's like, yeah, that was tough. Sorry you went through that. Congratulations for doing it. Like, oh, thank you. Thank you.
If your wife threatens to leave you, this is what you must do to save your marriage, okay? Step 1, don't panic. Breathe. Stay grounded, right? Step 2, look her in the eyes and remind her, I'm your husband. My job is to lead you, guide you, and support you. Step 3, call your best buddies for some support. Have an emergency meeting. Develop an immediate plan of action. Then execute it, right? One buddy takes the bathroom, one takes the bedroom, one takes the closet. Pack her stuff in record time. Have the truck ready, engine running, and keys in. Then you ask her calmly and politely, you said you were leaving, right? Perfect. Then let me help you leave.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Abby.
I just thought you were like really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
You think I could get your phone number maybe?
I have a boyfriend.
Okay. Excuse me?
She has a boyfriend?
Excuse me? Do you think I could get your phone number?
I have a boyfriend.
Okay. Excuse me? Do you think I could get your phone number? Excuse me? Can I get your phone number?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Excuse me?
Hey, bro, you can't be
Can I get your
doing
phone number maybe?
No.
Sorry to bother you. Do you think I could get your phone number? Excuse me? I just thought you were really pretty. Do you think I could get your phone number?
I have a boyfriend.
Oh yes. We set the stage for you. Oh man.
Similarly.
Right, remember? This is all the men's stuff here, yeah?
Men's up here and women's is right behind you.
Okay, you're very cute, by the way.
Hey, what the you doing?
I'm a free spirit.
Man.
Apologies.
I can't even.
Apologies.
Yeah, take it like, come on, bro, man. What's that?
Sorry for the inconvenience, man.
Oh. I'm cutting that up. Dead off. Grey is my favorite color, though, I will be honest.
And I really, once again, I appreciate what Haley is saying about a lot of these modern women. They really don't want marriage. They want, and I'll kind of cull it down and summarize it. You really want the crown. Well, I'm a queen. I'm his queen. He needs to treat me like a queen. You want the whole kingdom at your disposal, right? I want that crown, but you don't really want the responsibility of it. It takes me to a scene that my wife and I were watching on, I think it's House of Dragon, I want to say. One of the Game of Thrones series or spinoffs or something like that, where I think her name is, Rhaenyra or something like that. Basically, the young lady, her father passed away, and now she had to take the throne. Her father said, you will be, you're going to be the person who takes the throne after I pass away. Had a little dust up or a mix up, and there were some people that they knew what they were doing, but then there were others that made an honest mistake and put another person on the throne, right? So you have the back and forth of fighting to get back there, right? So all the war ensues and all the people making alliances, and it all leads back to Rhaenyra walking into the house that her father used to rule and about to walk to sit on the throne. But before she could do that, before all the people, there were a couple of things that she had to do. One of them had to do with taking the head of one of her detractors, enemies, somebody that not only spoke against her, but, planned her demise and her downfall, right? And her husband said, you have to do this in order to be considered queen, in order for people to accept you. She was crying and boo-hooing and snotting and all that stuff. But that's that dirty part of what it is. You want to be married, that's the unsettling part of what marriage is. You have to fight. Some things that you have to cut off. Some things you have to kill. Modern women don't want to do that. You don't want to kill the relationship that you used to have with your ex. You don't want to kill that fan base that you had before you met your man. You don't want to kill all of those pictures that you posted. You want all of that validation. You're not ready to be married. You're not ready to be a wife. You're not ready to kill your pride and your ego and cook and clean and do whatever it needs to be done in service of your family. The man has to do it. And guess what? You do too.
If independence was so fulfilling, why is loneliness at an all-time high? They sold her a dream. Build your table. You don't need anyone. Choose yourself every time. And she did everything right. Got the degree, got the promotion, got the apartment, got the life they told her she want. And she comes home to silent. No one to share the win with. No one to call after her all day. No one to say her name like it matters. But she's independent. She's supposed to be fulfilled. So why does Sunday morning feel like the loneliest day of the week? Why does achievement feel hollow at a table set for one? Why does she scroll through her phone looking for something she was told she didn't need? Independent was never the enemy. They lied to her about what she should replace.
The male loneliness epidemic isn't going to be solved by men finally doing the healing work and becoming better. I believe many are going to find a loophole, and I want you to stay with me. Think about one of the factors to male loneliness in the first place. Women in the West have agency, we have education, and we don't need men for safety and survival like we did before. So instead of rising up to the occasion, men will go where pressure no longer exists yet, which is third world countries, their back home village, where their passport is more than enough to convince a woman to be with them. And so they can find a woman in those places who are still willing to mother them, and places where a woman still needs a man to depend on to survive. Now, this isn't new. We all know a guy who went back home to get married and bring his wife back to North America. But what I'm saying is we're going to start seeing it at a larger scale than ever before. And the pressure was never going to make them better. It was just going to make them shop somewhere with lower standards. And maybe I'm prophesizing and I could be wrong, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Who initiated the divorce?
I initiated the divorce.
What was the reason?
Okay, we were young and we didn't communicate well. And really for me, if I'm honest, it's that he was emotionally disconnected. I felt alone in the marriage. I tried really hard to find ways to get through to him and I couldn't. And so eventually I checked out and became very resentful and angry.
Shared custody?
Shared custody.
50-50?
Yeah, I'm really close to my dad, so I didn't want to deny him that.
Was he paying you child support?
Yes. Yes, and I did get child support all the way through until my kids went to college. But it really didn't amount to that much.
Just curious, how much was he paying you?
At the beginning, I think I probably got around $6,000 a month in like child support and alimony. But this is a man who made a lot of money. He was paying me, I just remembered. So I got about $2,500 a month for child support and about $5,000 a month for alimony. Maybe it sounds like no money to you, or maybe it sounds like a lot, but relative to what my ex-husband made, I really got very little money, and it was never enough to feel remotely comfortable. So I wish I had fought a little harder.
I think both men and women need to understand the concept of healthy submissiveness. For men, over assertiveness, imposing your will without considering her, I run this, you fall in line because I'm the man, that ain't it. because I honestly believe women are smarter than men. Men don't me, just my own opinion, but women are naturally equipped to do things that men aren't, like nurturing children, situational foresight, situational awareness, being able to read emotions, things that heavily impact decision making. So I'm like, babe, I need you more than anyone to help me steer this ship because you can see things that I can't. And I acknowledge that and I respect that. But there will be times I'll need to step up and make decisions. And I need you to trust that I'm doing it for us instead of for my own self-interest. Look me in the eyes and communicate. I may not understand it, but I trust you to lead us and I'll stand behind you. Healthy submissiveness. It's a thing.
I live alone, and living alone as a man is one of the most underappreciated things you can do for yourself. I know some of you are scared to be alone and you feel like you're lonely, but you need to learn how to be with yourself. I know that's easier said than done, but once you learn how to be with yourself on your own, you'll realize there's not a lot of people that are worthy your time. If you're not okay with yourself, you're gonna get yourself in situations with women that are not good. You're gonna get used, and you're gonna lose your finances, your mind, and your freedom. All kinds of stuff can happen, and it's not worth it. Modern Western women are just not worth it. I'm not saying they're all bad. There's good ones. Of course there's good ones. Not all women are bad, but majority of modern Western women are terrible and should be avoided. They're just users. They're only looking out for themselves. They don't care about you. It's what you can do for them, not what they can do for you. So you don't need to be with somebody like that. Just enjoy yourself like I am in my house. I don't have man cave here. My whole house is man cave. I do whatever I want. I invite whoever I want in here for as long as I want, and then they go home. So stay single, boys. Don't waste your time with unworthy women and enjoy life.
How do you define submission? Or how do y'all define submission?
Whew. Submission is selflessness instead of selfishness. Submission is engagement, it's adaptability, it's responsiveness, it's emotional safety, security, expression. It's an art. And when it comes to submission, it's mutual, but it's voluntary as well. So it's not just one-sided, it's both genders, both partners, equal, okay? And I love submission because to me, it's in the form of an art. It's somebody who has to give someone the pieces of them that they won't give to someone else.
Right.
And I hate the fact that society has influenced people to believe that submission is subservience and slavery and control and manipulation when it's not. It's something that a person has to be willing to give. It's not forced.
Give me some of the examples of her attitude.
Her attitude, okay, like, we'll wake up in the morning, Your Honor. I tell her, good morning. Huh? What's good about that morning? I'm like, Your Honor, we just woke up. What do you mean? I'm happy I'm alive. We in the store, Your Honor. She like, do you want the green beans or do you want the corn? The corn. Huh? Why do you want the corn? Huh? And storm off down the aisle. And we go to the same store, get the same food every week. And get mad, and she know what I like.
She like to eat junk all day. That's what he want me to pick out, junk.
Okay.
He don't like eating healthy.
He doesn't like to eat healthy. Okay. When you ask him to eat healthy, how is your attitude?
So I say, would you like to?
Mrs. Brown, give me some of the examples of her attitude.
Her attitude, okay, like, we'll wake up in the morning, Your Honor. I tell her, good morning. Huh? What's good about that morning? Huh? I'm like, Your Honor, we just woke up. What do you mean? I'm happy I'm alive. We in the store, Your Honor. She like, do you want the green beans or do you want the corn? the corn. Huh, why do you want the corn? Huh? And storm off down the aisle. And we go to the same store, get the same food every week, and get mad. And she know what I like. She
like
pick
to
the
eat
corn
junk
over the
all
green
day.
beans.
That's what he want me to pick out, junk.
Okay.
He don't like eating healthy.
He doesn't like to eat healthy. Okay. When you ask him to eat healthy, how is your attitude?
So I say, would you like to?
Yeah, he works at McDonald's.
He's still better in bed than you, and we've been sleeping in our bed.
Merry Christmas, open it.
It's not even Christmas yet. What is it?
You'll see.
What is this?
Divorce papers.
Why?
I found your Tinder.
Well, the baby's not even born, so I hope you're happy.
I'm happy I'm gonna be gone and I don't have to deal with a cheater's baby.
I've been sleeping with my ex our entire relationship. By the way, it's probably his.
Okay, good for you. I hope you two have fun together.
Yeah, we will. I brought him over like every day.
Yeah, get out of my house.
How many bodies is too many for a female for you?
I'm selfish. You feel me? I'm selfish, baby. I ain't gonna lie, like I be hurt, bro. I say one, bro, cause I be
One? You 23? What you mean one?
I be hurt, bro, cause I got to imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody else doing that to you, I be hurt, bro. Even though it happened 20 years ago, it don't matter. Why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like you could have waited on me. You know? You could have waited on me. You could have waited on me.
But she didn't know you was coming.
She should have known. They always expect us to know, like we superheroes. So she should have known I was coming. I had my cape on. I was ready.
So if she got one, it's like that shit.
All right, realistically, I'm gonna say 3. 3. After 3, come on now. Maybe 4. Maybe 5. I don't know.
And once again, modern women are continuing to say that men, essentially, they never change. And they're trying to, and this is what modern women do because they're good at words, they're good at PR. If you want a good PR person, hire a modern woman. They're good at it. They're fantastic at it. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing women that don't want to take accountability. Oh, well, you know, the technology. Once again, these women overseas in third world countries, they're stupid. They're uneducated and they don't even know what's happening to them. Right. So when a man comes over there waving a visa or the opportunity at one, they're going to fall. Well, they have no choice because the man in the almighty visa is going to get them. These guys they couldn't make it back home. So they got to go somewhere else in order to find something. I feel like even if that was the case, let's say he can't find anybody in the United States, you're not good enough to be here. Still got to make money, right? And even some of these athletes that go to, they want to be in the NFL, but they don't make the cut for the NFL, only a select few. I might go play for Canadian League or the XFL when they had it. Some different overseas sort of thing, league. You know, you might laugh at them, oh, you ain't good enough for the NFL. But then they come back and then they doing you in. They juking you, every single time you see them, you turn around, they open. Man, how's this guy doing it? There's a level of competition that's different. You think because I went overseas or I joined a different league that wasn't the NFL or the NBA, I wasn't going to be good. I might not be as good as them, but I'm better than you because you're a scrub. And that's what modern women need to understand. I might not be good enough to date in this market, judging by your standards, but when I go and I get what I need to get, my life is going to end up better than yours because you're a scrub. Y'all don't understand. Y'all are terrible. I don't even want to be with you. And at some point, that's what I keep on telling you. All of my hard work is going to pay off at some point in time. I'm going to find what I'm looking for. And I don't need your approval for what I'm about to do. Oh, when you go overseas and you this. That man fool around, go overseas and find somebody better looking than you. Better built, able to cook better than you, help me around the house. I help her around the house. I mean, you know, women gonna be women, so you probably gonna she probably gonna have you doing a little something around the house projects. Can you take me over here? Can you do this for me? Oh, we need this in the middle of the night. Can you turn this off? Can you go see what that noise was? Cause she a woman, she gonna do that. You know what I mean? But men understand it's a give and take process. Modern women don't.